Page 21, the Chatterbox. It's etude number 17. 3/8 time, we're counting eighth notes. So the first 6 bars or so of this is just introduction. You see the double bars at the end of the 6th bar. So he's kind of setting the mood on this. It's soft. Octaves here and here and here is an octave. Usually 5, 1, 2 is fine, and that's fine. Then hold that down. It's a quarter note as you play this. And then when you play the B flat, you lift this up, but keep the E down. It's a quarter note. So it's here, right there. And I recommend on the 3rd measure, you do a 2-3, not a 1-3. I want to connect this, because later I'm going to do that. I want them legato with the fingers. So here. So again. This up when you play that, but keep the F down. And I'm connecting this. And now they're both down, and the G's by itself. So that simple looking introduction is not so simple if you're going to hold these notes down the correct length. And that's what, and it's soft. There's a crescendo on 3, bar 3. Don't crescendo much. It's more of a felt thing. Get to know the piece, and so it's comfortable. And then you can start thinking about a crescendo. Start so. And then come back down. Because of measure 7, when the piece actually starts, it's soft. And here's the repeated notes is the etude. And there are different fingerings on these. They're using a 3-2-1. And that's okay. It's very common fingering. I wish we'd do it in both hands. It's important. But they're just doing it in their right hand, so as slow as you gotta go to get these 16th notes correct, even, and solid. So. Now, careful here. Different editions are different. This edition, G has a staccato, and the last note on each of these little passages has a staccato in the right hand, not the left. So here, but that stays down, and it comes up when I play the C, the first 16th note. And then now, the left hand stays as a dotted quarter note, just to stay down for the whole measure. So again, slowly. There. You just take it really, really slow, and you can gradually speed it over. Keep in mind this is soft here. A measure, around measure 11 or so, you start to crescendo just a little bit, not a lot. And here, I would come down here, I'd decrescendo. There's nothing in the music to tell you that, but if you repeat it soft, and if you go on it's soft. So to me, I'm not going to end this loud and then suddenly be soft. It's not in the nature of this particular piece. Some pieces will do that. This doesn't do that. I'd come down. Get soft here, so no matter what you do, you're there already. You're already soft. And then on measure 15 going on, now it's just 1 and 2. And there's other fingers we could use on this, but we'll stick with the 1 and 2. It's all right. Try and get these. In the right hand. And then on measure 19 you get a crescendo. Don't get loud here. You just come up a little bit, maybe to moderately soft, to moderately loud, not too loud here. Measure 19. And then we come back down to soft. There's no retard there. You don't slow down. Now, when you get down to measure 28 or so, see that to me sounds way off. I wonder if that's really what he meant, but that's what's written in this edition. And then at the end, measure 31 going on. Now these are dotted quarter notes, so hang on to it the whole time. And you're getting louder all the way to the end. No retard or nothing, you're just getting louder. And as far as how fast you go, again, how fast can you? And these. So forth. That kind of tells you how fast you can go. Because on top of all of this technical stuff, it's got to be musical. It's music, so it's got to. You'll find recordings of this available, but that's my impression of this piece.